Hey guys, welcome to Vegan Beauty Girl. Today's video we are going to be going through 5 things that you did not know about Superdrug. If you watch me on here, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I am like a big fan of Superdrug. I think they are super good at making vegan beauty products super accessible and affordable. We are so lucky in the UK to have them. I know that people in countries without Superdrugs are always commenting on my posts saying how lucky we are basically. I thought it'd be really interesting today to delve a little bit deeper into Superdrug, talk about 5 things that you probably didn't know about them, and not all of it is good news as well. I'm trying to keep it quite balanced here, and it's kind of a chance to really explore whether or not they are an ethical company, whether or not they're a company you maybe want to support, maybe don't want to support, and also go into a few reasons why I love them. So fact number 1 about Superdrug that you maybe didn't know is that Superdrug are owned by A.S. Watson Group, who are not a cruelty-free brand. This might shock a lot of you because I don't talk about it maybe as much as I should do, and I still support them even though my standard ethics are that I don't support companies with non-cruelty-free parent companies. This is something that I've really thought long and hard about in the past, because obviously yes, it does bother me that they are owned by A.S. Watson, and that when I spend with Superdrug, it does end up going into the profits of this company that I am not really supportive of. But as I explained in my ethics page, personally I don't want my money funding parent companies that test on animals, not when there are so many great brands that tick all the boxes for me. The one exception for me is Superdrug, who is owned by A.S. Watson Group. I believe Superdrug are unique in offering vegan beauty at affordable and accessible prices. I also find it difficult to evaluate them like a brand when they are a store. I really feel like I'm trying to justify this, but I do really sincerely want to communicate why I think it is okay to continue shopping with Superdrug, and that is because they offer such a broad range of vegan beauty products in their stores at an affordable price, and that is super accessible for a lot of people. It is just such an easy route to shopping vegan beauty. For those of you who don't know, I've been vegan now for like 13 years this month. It's been a long time, and very early on, like within the first couple of months, I understood that beauty products weren't always vegan and they weren't always cruelty-free. I was really keen to make sure that the beauty products I was buying, even back when I was like 14, 15, I was really keen for them to be ethical and not hurting animals. But I think even like 5, 6, 7 years in, I was still struggling. Like I was doing my best and trying to shop well, but it wasn't like how it is today. Like no product said that they were vegan. You'd end up going into the shops, you'd know like a couple of cruelty-free brands, they'd have a vegan list online, you'd be like scrolling through your phone, you'd be cross-checking their vegan list of what's in store. It was a nightmare, trust me. So when I found out that Superdrug actually was cruelty-free certified, that they clearly labelled all their vegan options, totally changed the game for me. It meant that every basic I needed, from like deodorant to toothpaste to face wash, just anything that was like an essential, not like a luxury beauty item, like an essential, I was now able to find it on the high street. It was affordable and it completely changed everything, and that is when I was like, hey, I can actually 100% go vegan with my beauty products. And that is actually when I started my Instagram journey. That's when I created, not Vegan Beauty Girl, it actually wasn't called that back in the day, it was the original name was Vegan Makeup UK. Yeah, that is when I created Vegan Beauty Girl. And this is just why I can't leave Superdrug. I don't feel like there is an alternative currently that offers affordable, accessible vegan beauty products with such an extensive range. That is why I continue to support them. Another reason I choose to support them as well is that when they're being ethical, I actually find they're being ethical ahead of the curve rather than playing catch up, and you don't really see that a lot in big businesses, and I think it is really great to see them using their power to push for change. So yes, I'm very frustrated that they are owned by A.S. Watson, and no, I don't think they are the most ethical store on the high street. Like if you can afford to shop everything Lush, go ahead, do it, but that's not achievable and affordable for the majority of us. This is why Superdrug is still a great option for vegans, but that is still important to know. If you're really strict with your parent companies, even stricter than me, then you need to know this and be able to make your own informed decision basically. Okay. So fact number 2 about Superdrug is that they are cruelty-free and have been for 25 years. This is incredible. This is what I mean about them being kind of like ahead of the trend. Only last year they celebrated 25 years of cruelty-free beauty, and this is because they launched their own charter against animal testing back in 1994. But also last year they celebrated 10 years of all Superdrug own brand beauty and toiletries carrying the Leaping Bunny logo awarded by Cruelty-Free International. That is really big, that is really impressive. Cruelty-Free International are the gold standard when it comes to being cruelty-free. That means that Superdrug are subjecting themselves to independent audits, and again, they did this 10 years ago. Ethical beauty has only been seen as like trendy and a profitable choice for companies to make over the last maybe 5 years at a push. So it's really cool to see a brand like Superdrug have been really ahead of the curve on this. It actually took me a while to figure out that they were Cruelty-Free International certified, because I remember at first I just was so taken aback by it because Superdrug are so cheap and so accessible, and beforehand you always thought that ethical beauty had to be expensive. I just totally overlooked them until I saw it on a vegan message board and someone said, oh, all Superdrug products are cruelty-free international certified, and they clearly label their vegan options, and game changer. So yeah, as Superdrug say, all of our own brand cosmetics and personal care products are approved under the Cruelty-Free International Leaping Bunny Programme, the international recognisable gold standard for cruelty-free products. We adhere to a fixed cut-off date policy and proactively monitor our suppliers to ensure that our products continue to adhere to the Leaping Bunny criteria. Our supplier monitoring system is also independently audited. So that is really, really good, and this is the sort of thing you don't see with a brand that's like PETA certified cruelty-free. This is like Leaping Bunny standard. This is really good. Love that about them, and love that they've been doing it for so long. Okay, so fun fact number 3 about Superdrug is that they are an incredible place to shop for affordable, vegan, cruelty-free dupes. One of my favourite things about Superdrug dupes is that they are often super easy to spot. So if you go into their stores and you're shopping for, say, like bio oil, who aren't cruelty-free, right next to them you'll have a Superdrug product which looks really similar. The packaging will be like very similar colours and the product will just look very similar. If you're wondering, oh, that looks similar, I wonder if they're the same, yeah, they have been formulated to be an incredible dupe of the popular brand, but at like high street price, and also cruelty-free and often vegan as well, but do double check the back. Like I say, you can see this for like bio oil. They've also got their like oats and coconut range, which is a incredible dupe for Aveeno, who also aren't cruelty-free. There are just lots and lots of different dupes. Their fragrance range as well, and they've got some body sprays which are incredible dupes of leading fragrances. There are so many incredible dupes to find in Superdrug, and I just love how easy they make it for you to find these dupes. Like, will look very similar. They'll be placed next to the leading product, and you'll be able to see that Superdrug ones are often cheaper and also on promotion, so you save a lot of money by shopping their dupes, and the products just perform very similar, pretty much identically. So yeah, I really love that about Superdrug. So fun fact about Superdrug number 4 is something that I was really surprised like barely anyone has heard about. I spoke about it in my Let's Talk About Race video recently, and that is that Superdrug have a Shades of Beauty campaign. This is another reason why I think Superdrug are a great brand to celebrate, and that is due to campaigns like this where they are actually trying to be proactively making the beauty industry a better place, and they're trying to offer better options on the high street at an affordable price, and they are challenging brands that are in their stores. There's a lot of facts here, so I'm reading this mostly off my phone. But July 2016 saw the launch of Superdrug's Shades of Beauty campaign. This was established to give a voice to women of colour taking positive steps as a retailer to help everyone find the products they need on the high street. Basically, they commissioned an independent report to do some market research and then acted accordingly, and their research basically revealed that 2/3 of Black and Asian women feel the high street does not cater for their beauty needs, and that over 1/3 feel like there isn't enough guidance and advice available in high street beauty stores. Superdrug saw these results and thought, fuck, that sucks. We're a part of the problem and we're gonna make some steps to make a change. And do you know what? They really don't talk about this loud enough. So I actually had no idea that they launched this campaign until last year. I saw a stylist article all about it. The article is titled Superdrug will no longer stock foundations that don't have diverse shade ranges. Basically what Superdrug did is that it challenged all the makeup brands in their stores to offer at least 20 foundation shades. Now that is not a big ask. Fenty kind of changed the landscape when she launched with 40 foundation shades, and that has since expanded as well. Now I'd say that's kind of like set the bar. When you've got 40 foundation shades, that is a good number, and obviously these shades have to range from like light to dark and with different undertones as well. But yeah, that is typically what you can expect a brand to be doing when they've launched 40 shades, rather than back beforehand where you'd have like 12 shades of beige and then 2 dark shades, and then these brands will say, oh, we're not going to expand our dark shades because they don't sell. And it's like, well, of course they don't sell. As if a white person would buy your foundation range if you only had 2 shades. Like, why? Like, anyway, Fenty changed the landscape and it made everyone start thinking about, crap, foundations are a huge issue. And basically in April 2019, Superdrug wrote to all of its suppliers underlining how important diversity is to the business and demanded that all foundations or base products must cater to all customers. Any brand that isn't inclusive and doesn't offer at least 20 different shades will no longer be given space in stores. That is incredible. That is a real impact they made. They utilised their power and it forced so many brands to expand their shade ranges, and you did see a big increase in that. I would still say that Superdrug has a while to go when it comes to diversity. Their own brand foundation range really isn't that great, and also I'd say that when you go into store, I don't often find there are a good number of shades available. That's frustrating, but this is still a really big achievement for a company of their size, and I really like how they just did this themselves. They weren't challenged by anyone, and they did this for the mainstream pressure of the Black Lives Matter movement this year. I think that's really great with Superdrug. And here it says that Revolution and Barry M were the first brands to respond to letters stating they were both as committed to diversity as Superdrug are, which is interesting because both Revolution and Barry M are also cruelty-free brands, so that's good to hear. Superdrug have also asked brands to offer both warm and cool tones to ensure that any products, concealers, and other similar products take the wide variety of skin tones into consideration when creating and launching new products. They also introduced a makeup brand called X1 to their stores, and that focuses on very olive toned foundations, so they're worth checking out. Although I can't 100% confirm their cruelty-free status. I know that they have said that they're cruelty-free, but I haven't seen any further breakdown. I think they probably are, but I haven't seen that confirmed yet. But when editing this video, I'll be sure to double check, and I'll leave some further information down below based on X1 and whether or not they are cruelty-free or what to look out for. But anyway, yeah, the important thing is that they've also introduced foundation ranges which actually cater to skin tones which are less conventionally catered to, which is wonderful and a really great step forward. And that's particularly helpful in the high street. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, but typically a high street is somewhere where you can go and really shade match yourself, and it's really frustrating when a lot of the more diverse foundations are either like online or in more flagship stores or something like that, and you really have to go out your way to get shade matched, and it's like you should just be able to go to a local high street and find a few foundations that match your skin tone and try them out there. Okay, and the fifth thing that you probably didn't know about Superdrug is that they actually have a money back guarantee on all of their own brand products. They want you to have the Superdrug feeling with every product of theirs that you buy, and if you are not satisfied with the own brand Superdrug product that you have, you can take it back and get a full refund. Let me just double check the full details. If you are not 100% happy with your Superdrug own brand purchase, they will refund you your money back and even give you 25% off your next own brand purchase. All you need to do is bring your receipt into your local store along with your own brand product, and they'll give you your money back. Simple as that. If you don't have your receipt, do not worry. They'll give you a Superdrug gift card topped up with the product's price on that day and a 25% off voucher for your next own brand purchase. That is pretty amazing. I didn't know about this until once I broke from their lipsticks, and I've had a lot of their own brand lipsticks, and it's only happened once, and it was only because I wasn't really taking good care of it. I was just like throwing it about everywhere basically. The lipstick came off and I was a bit miserable about it, and someone replied to my stories saying, oh, you can actually take that back and you can get a full refund. And that was the day I learned that they have a 100% happiness guarantee, and that's really great. But do bear in mind this is only with their own brand products. You can't take just back any product. This is another good reason to shop Superdrug own brand products, because yeah, they're cruelty-free, clearly label if they're vegan, and they are also money back guaranteed. Brilliant. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do hit subscribe and click like if you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see like more of these about like different brands or different retailers or whatever. It's quite fun to film, quite fun to research. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, if you want to stay in touch. You can pretty much find me anywhere as Vegan Beauty Girl. Until next time, bye.